where a young girl prays not for peace, but for revenge. In the golden palace of ancient Mycenae, the house of Atreus was cursed with tragedy. No one in the palace claimed to see a thing, but one person did, Electra, the loyal daughter of Agamemnon. Clytemnestra, now ruling with Aegisthus, loathed her defiant daughter. She called Electra mad. Who killed whom? Did Clytemnestra murder Agamemnon or betray her companion? Or did Electra, in killing her mother, plunge the dagger into her own soul? Today, let me tell you a heart-wrenching tale of love, revenge, and loyalty. Imagine a palace where even the moonlit nights echo with screaming shadows, where blood spatters speak from the walls, and where a young girl prays not for peace, but for revenge. This is the story of Electra, the princess who saw her father's corpse with her own eyes, witnessed her mother murder him, watched her family destroyed at the very hands of the woman who gave birth to her, to then making a decision that stained the pages of history forever in red. Are you ready to descend into the darkness where the line between justice and revenge no longer exists? Loyalty means nothing but blood for blood. Love becomes so intense it turns to murder. The avenger becomes the very criminal they despise. Can a lifelong companion, a mother, a sacred figure become a devilish player in a game that burns the entire family in flames? This is not just an ancient tale. It will shake your conscience. If you were in Electra's place, what would you do? Would you forgive your father's killers? Or would you let yourself burn in the same fire that consumed Electra? In the golden palace of ancient Mycenae, the house of Atreus was cursed with tragedy. King Agamemnon, who had led the Greeks to victory in the Trojan War, returned home only to be butchered in his bath by his queen, Clytemnestra, and her lover, Aegisthus, drenching the palace floors in blood. No one in the palace claimed to see a thing, but one person did, Electra, the loyal daughter of Agamemnon. Electra was no ordinary princess. While her sister, Clytemnestra, bowed to their mother, Electra never forgot her father. Night after night, she wept at his grave, her cries echoing through the halls. She wore tattered clothes, her hair disheveled in grief. She refused to eat, her body a living sculpture of sorrow. Clytemnestra, now ruling with Aegisthus, loathed her defiant daughter. She called Electra mad, even threatened to have her killed. "You killed him," Electra would scream. "You, who should have loved him most, plunged the knife into his flesh, and now you call yourself queen?" One hope remained. Orestes, Electra's younger brother, sent away in childhood to protect him from their mother's wrath. Electra clung to a prophecy that one day he would return and justice would be served. One evening, a stranger arrived at the palace gates. A messenger brought devastating news. Orestes is dead. Electra collapsed in grief, but the stranger was Orestes himself, in disguise. When he revealed the truth, Electra's tears turned into sparks of fire. "Brother," she cried, embracing him, "the gods have heard me. Now we will avenge him. We'll make them taste the pain they gave our father." In the cover of night, Electra and Orestes laid their plan. First, they trapped and killed Aegisthus. Then came the hardest blow. Clytemnestra, the queen, begged, "My child, will you kill your own mother?" Electra's voice was ice. "You stopped being my mother the day you killed my father." And then Electra struck. The guilty had met their end. It was done. The murderers were dead. But as Electra stood before her mother's corpse, a dreadful silence fell. There was no dagger in Electra's hands now, but her soul dripped blood. The walls that once echoed with her father's laughter now only repeated her sobs. Was this the justice she had longed for? Had her father's spirit finally found peace? Or had her own hands given birth to yet another sin? Standing before Clytemnestra's lifeless body, Electra felt warm blood on her face. Was it her mother's or her own? What difference did it make? Everything was now red. Love, once pure, had turned to ashes in the fire of revenge. Loyalty, once sacred, had become a bloody oath. And then she laughed, a merciless, bitter laugh that echoed through the palace. Was this victory or defeat? After avenging her father, was she still alive? Or had she become just another vengeful spirit lost in the shadows? Who killed whom? Did Clytemnestra murder Agamemnon or betray her companion? Or did Electra, in killing her mother, plunge the dagger into her own soul? Electra's screams collided with the palace's ornate walls, creating a haunting echo. Does revenge ever heal a wound? Or does it only inflict a deeper one that never heals? If someone ever drives a dagger into our hearts, if we ever see the corpse of a loved one with our own eyes, would you and I also become Electra? Would we walk that path where love and murder are separated only by the edge of a blade? Or would we be the ones to break the curse that has kept generations thirsty for blood? This story is over, but its pain will never end. Because as long as the fire of love, anger, and revenge burns in the human heart, Electra's screams will always be heard.